After building this easy bone meal farm and AFKing for just 1 hour, you'll have over 7,000 bone meal. That's 2 full double chests. Who would ever need that much bone meal? It also gives you a ton of fish and it only takes a small amount of materials. Make sure to subscribe for weekly videos, and if you want, you can download this world down in the description. I wasn't joking when I said this farm is easy to build. It's literally just a 20 by 20 square of water with a trident killer in the middle. That's the whole thing. As for the farm's building location, you must be in a mangrove swamp. And when building the farm, make sure you're below Y level 64, otherwise the farm just won't work. So once you're inside of your mangrove swamp, and as you can see, I'm below Y level 64, we're going to get started on first mapping out where we're going to be building it, which you need to find the flattest space possible. So this area looks pretty flat. Start off by marking out a 20 by 20 square with any type of block. Doesn't really matter. And after you're done with that, you should have this large outline in the middle of the mangrove swamp. And now what we need to do is clear out this entire space. So you want to clear out not only everything on the ground, but also clear out everything that is above this area. And after you're done clearing all of that out, you should have something that looks like this behind me here. It's just a big 20 by 20 square in the middle of a forest. As you can see, there's no leaves above. If I hop all the way down here, there's no leaves up here. There's nothing down here. It makes our life the easiest when we're trying to work. Now, one of the other problems we're gonna have is all of these. You wanna go through and break them and replace it with just regular blocks of mud. And then as well, anywhere that there's a gap in the ground, you also want to replace with mud. So at the very end, you just have one solid mud surface. Now, the reason we do this, making all of the ground mud, is because as you can see, if there's another block that is not mud, for some reason, the fish just kind of get stuck on it and it slows down the rates quite a lot. And then if we take this and we turn it into mud, they can pretty easily swim over top. Now, you should have something that looks like this, a 20 by 20 square with a full solid sheet of mud on the bottom. And once again, if you jump down here, you need to be below Y level 64. It's very important, that's why I'm mentioning it so much. The highest up you can be is just like me at Y level 63. So now that you're done with that, you make sure you have it at the right height. Let's start building the trident killer. That's actually gonna kill the fish. So come to any one of the corners, count in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks. Break that 9th block and then also those 3 blocks right there. So you now have a 2 by 2 hole in the middle, and then dig this down 2 more blocks. So it's a total of 2 by 2 by 3 blocks deep. Then once you're done with that, break 1 more block to every side of that hole, just so we have a little bit of space to work. Once you've got this hole dug, we're now going to make the trident killer, which is built a little bit differently than your traditional trident killer. So make sure to follow carefully. Drop down inside, take your 4 pistons, and then around these 4 blocks, you're gonna place 1 right there, turn and place a piston, turn and place a piston, turn and place a piston like that. Now this is where it gets a little different. Take a dropper, make sure this is a dropper, not a dispenser, place it down in the corner like that, and then repeat this for all 4 of the sides, just like that, there we go. And then what you wanna do is take an observer and lead it into this dropper. You're gonna have to shift and then place it down, so the red dot is there, and if I break this, you can see the face is facing towards the dropper. So there you go. And then once again, do this for all 4 of the sides. There we go. And now we just need to fill in all these missing blocks. You can use any type of block that you want, but since we have so much mud, I might as well just replace all of these with mud. You don't need a block back there, doesn't really matter, but you do have to place one in that spot, that spot, that spot, and then just fill these up. So there you go. Once you're done with that, you're also going to want to take a bunch of mud and place it all up here, and then take a lever and place it over top of one of these corners. You need to place it over top of the corner, and when you flick that, there you go. This should now be going in a circle just like this. And by the way, if something's not working in this build, or you just want to make sure it works before you actually build it, once again, you could download this world. There's a link down in the description. But anyways, trident killer's done. You can go ahead and turn that off for now. And we're going to make the chest collection system. So come to any one of the pistons, doesn't matter which side, I'm just going to pick this one. You want to break that block right there, including the block underneath the piston, and then go up to here, count away 1 block, and then dig this down 1, 2, 3, 4. And now you should see that we've dug straight through from the trident killer underneath. What you want to do is place down a single, or I'd highly recommend making this a double chest, and then just taking some ladders so you can get in and out. and as well place a trap door right there so no fish actually fall down. So this is how you're going to collect all of the items, come back in here through the middle, and then place a hopper leading into that chest. Then once you take a trident and you throw it onto any one of the pistons, and there you go, you now push this and your trident killer is now done. And any items that end up falling inside of here are all going to be collected through this chest. So there you go. We're now killing the fish. The final thing we need to do is place down the water so they actually want to spawn. And trust me, placing down the water is actually very, very simple. To start, cover up this hole temporarily. And if you want, you can turn off the trident killer for now. Cover that up and then come to any one of the sides and make yourself an infinite water source, because we are going to need quite a few buckets of water. Once you've got that, all we need to do is place buckets of water on the diagonal. And what I mean by that is place down a bucket of water right there, then one bucket right there, grab some more and continue doing this all the way until you get over to the other side. And what you'll notice is you now have an entire sheet of still water. Then once you're done with that, all you need to do is come here in the middle, destroy those blocks, turn on your trident killer, and the entire farm is done. However, we still need to find the ideal building location for the most of these fish to spawn. And since of course you're wondering, that's going to be 25 blocks up from the center of the farm, you should be around Y level 89. And once you get up here, you can already see a ton of fish are starting to spawn. They swim towards the middle, die to the trident killer, and then all you need to do is come into this trapdoor and collect all of your goods. Oh, and one final thing, for the best rates, you're going to want to hold out a looting 3 sword. Since we threw down this trident in the trident killer, the effects will be applied and it'll practically triple the amount of bones that you can get. You can also triple the amount of farms that you're building with the 2 videos that you're seeing on your screen right now. Leave a like and subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. BlazedMC out.